Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for checking out my channel. This is Living in Alberta, and today's video, we're going to talk about what we love and hate about living in Camrose, Alberta. Yo guys, what's happening? My name is Kyle. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate you guys. On this channel, we break down everything when it comes to moving to or living in Alberta. So if that's something that interests you, maybe you want to consider subscribing to this channel or hitting that notification bell so you are notified every single week when a new video comes out. And if you would like any help with the real estate needs, I am a licensed realtor in the province. You can give me a shout, use this information popping up on the screen right now. Get a hold of me any way you know how. Would love to hear from you. All right, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, diving right in, I get asked about Camrose all the time, and for good reason. In my opinion, it is one of the best little cities in the province, bar none. It has a population of just under 20,000, roughly 19,000 people. But let's get right into some of the pros and cons, or perceived pros and cons. Obviously, this is all perspective, but let's talk about the first pro/con. Let's talk about the location. Now, there's a few ways to look at the location of Camrose. First off, one of the pros is that you are quite close to Edmonton. You are under an hour to Edmonton, 90 kilometers. So there are some people who actually commute and work while they live in Camrose and commute to Edmonton. In my opinion, that is a little bit far. The highways leading into Camrose, they are single lane highways, so something to consider is in the winter time that those can be pretty shitty driving, and I'd prefer a double lane if I'm commuting that far personally.
Back for more. My balls!
But some people do it, and if there's anything missing in Camrose, some type of shopping, maybe to go to IKEA or Costco, or you want to go catch an Oilers game, less than an hour, you're in Edmonton, so huge pro. For that reason, living in Camrose. Now, some people kind of feel like Camrose is a little bit off the beaten path. A lot of these towns and cities that we talk about on this channel were right along Highway 2, so some people might consider that a little bit of a con.
Because it's too far to drive.
In my opinion, you can look at that as a pro as well, because a lot of these places and cities that are along Highway 2, they can be very transient.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't get a lot of that transient population or people just passing through Camrose. People who are going out there, they're either living in Camrose or they're going there for a reason. So in my opinion, that's what makes Camrose such a safe community, which leads me to my next pro, is that Camrose is a very safe little city. It's very well known for its low crime rate. I have some friends that live there, and I apologize, seniors, but they say that one of the worst things you have to worry about in Camrose is some of the seniors driving on the road.
Look at the way he's driving, like an old man.
I apologize. I have the utmost respect for you. I thought it was hilarious though. So it is a super safe little city. A lot of people love it for that reason. You are super close to Edmonton. You're a little bit farther away from things like obviously Calgary and the mountains and different things like that. The next closest city would be Red Deer, which is about an hour and a half. And obviously we'll have shown you a map animation already that shows you exactly where Camrose is located. But depending on how you look at it, location, could be good, could be bad, depends on your perspective, but it is an awesome, safe little city as well. All right, let's move right into the next pro/con. And some people consider Camrose to be a little bit of a quieter city. So depending on where you are in life or what you're looking for, this could be a pro or this could be a con. Now, there is a little bit of an older demographic in Camrose. It is the regional hub for that rural area of central Alberta, so it serves a lot of the rural communities, or you get some of the elder people looking to get off the farm. They make Camrose their home because they want to be close to a hospital and healthcare. So it does have a little bit of a older retirement feel to it, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, but it still does have a lot of younger people and a lot of younger families. Now, people also argue that the nightlife in Camrose isn't very hopping.
Do you know where this club is?
Can't find it here, you can't find it anywhere.
Depends on what you're looking for. Maybe there's an argument for that if you're talking about nightclubs and pubs and different things like that. But one thing that Camrose is really well known for is its arts and theater scene.
That is what I was looking for.
There's always some type of event or play going on at the Bailey Theatre on the Main Street or the Performing Arts Center at the Augustana Campus. The casino has lots of stuff going on. So kind of depending on your perspective, the nightlife may or may not be the greatest there. It might be a slightly older demographic, but it still does have some young families and kids there, obviously. So depending on where you are at in life, you may or may not look at this as being a pro or a con. Now let's move along to pro number 3, and we kind of touched upon it here in the last one, but there is Augustana Campus there, which is a satellite campus of the University of Alberta. So even though there is a little bit of an older demographic in Camrose, there still is a younger population due to the university. There's about 1,000 full-time students there, maybe a little bit more that go there full-time. And not only you're having people coming from all over the country, but you also have people coming from overseas as well. So it is injecting a little bit of diversity into the community. And they talk about the Augustana advantage there, which means that, you know, it is a satellite campus of the University of Alberta. So you are getting a degree from one of the top universities in the country and one of the top 100 universities in the world, but you're doing it in a more intimate setting. You're getting a little more attention from your professors. You're getting to know your classmates a little bit better. They talk about it as the Augustana advantage. So I think it is a big pro having it within the city. It adds some diversity. And if you have children looking to get into post-education, you have a great option right there if you do live in Camrose.
You know, there are very smart people here at Harvard.
All right, let's move along to the next pro/con about living in Camrose. Let's talk a little bit about the real estate market so you have an idea of what's going on out there. Property taxes are slightly higher in Camrose. Out of 26 cities in Alberta, Camrose ranks 8th. The residential property tax rate is 1.003% of the assessed value of your home. So on a $500,000 home, you're looking at about $5,000 per year in property taxes. However, the average detached price of a home in Camrose is $318,000. So super, super affordable. You may pay a little bit more in property taxes out there, but you're really gonna make up for it in what you're spending on your home.
Oh, what the hell? Let's buy a house. Yeah.
All right, moving along to the next one. Let's talk about this one. It's a big pro of living in Camrose. Let's talk about the amenities and the parks and walking trails and the whole trail system. Now, you know we like to talk about unicorns on this channel. We talked about how Olds is great when it comes to shopping and it's a unicorn. Well, in my opinion, I think Camrose is a unicorn as well. It really, really has some fantastic amenities. They're pretty much anything that you're gonna need is going to be there. They have Winners, Sport Check, all different varieties of grocery stores, Staples, Canadian Tire, all the good stuff, Walmart, anything that it doesn't have, like Costco or IKEA. Edmonton isn't very far, so it's a super quick trip, but it really is, for a city of its size, a small city of its size, it really does have fantastic shopping and amenities. So big pro of living in Camrose. And in my opinion, one of the best things and one of the most unknown things about Camrose is the amount of walking trails, the trail system, the green spaces that it has. It really is fantastic. If you're just going through on Highway 13 and you never get off the main drag, it's super deceiving, but when you get out and explore Camrose, you're like, holy shit. There is a lot to this little city. And of course, I'm gonna throw up some drone footage so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I love the Four Seasons Park. It has trail system that goes through this valley, under the train bridge. It's so beautiful out there. In the wintertime, it converts to cross-country ski trails. And not too far from that, you have Mirror Lake, which has a bunch of, again, beautiful walking trails that go all around it. Again, cue the drone footage. I mean, it's easier to see this stuff and get an idea what I'm talking about rather than listen to this monotone voice. So Camrose is a beautiful little city. In my opinion, it's one of the best in the province. It has a fabulous amount of amenities, fantastic amount of amenities. It's got some beautiful walking trails, things you would never expect. It's a little bit deceiving. You're super close to Edmonton. It's a quieter little place. Maybe that's a pro or a con, depending on how you're looking at it. You're a little bit off the beaten path. You're not super close to Highway 2. Again, could be a pro. Like I said, it makes the city a lot less transient than some places like Red Deer, which can be a transient city. Very safe community. In my opinion, if you are thinking of moving to Central Alberta, I think that Camrose definitely should be on your radar. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely click that notification bell. And if you would like any help with real estate needs, I am a licensed realtor in the province. Use this information popping up on the screen right now. Get a hold of me any way you know how. Would love to hear from you. I will see you guys next week. Cheers.